So, as you can see, the fact that my hair is getting longer, we're still involved in a lot of our social distancing. Some states are in lockdown, etc. for this particular situation that we're in. So, famous swordsman Miyamoto Musashi said, strategy is the craft of the warrior. So, if you're going to study strategy, you have to study lots of things. You have to study history. You have to study economics. You have to study psychology, both your enemies and the population as a whole. You have to study politics. You have to be able to gain information even when people are trying to keep that from you. So if you think about just one-on-one practice, and we talk about Mushin and Mizu no Kokoro, we talk about the ability to clear yourself of all your thinking mind, all your biases, your prejudice, all the filters that prevent you from actually seeing what is. Because in the moment, you're going to have to be able to perceive as true as you possibly can what's happening. If you can't, your chances of success start to go down, okay? And maybe you're not successful at all. And you have to see past fakes and fints. Ultimately, you want to see way deeper than that into your opponents, or any given situation. Okay? This is why we train, right? In this universe, every problem has inherent in the problem a solution. Okay then, I need to see the problem as clearly as I can. If I'm looking through my biases, my prejudice, my like or dislike for another human being, or another culture, or anything, whatever it happens to be, I can't see clearly. If I can't see clearly, how am I going to know what the problem is? If I don't know what the problem is, how am I going to solve it effectively? And remember, for the warrior, it's not just my life, okay? What about the people I'm responsible for? The ones that I'm supposed to protect and defend, okay? That's my real goal, and that's my real task, right? I don't train for war because I like hurting people, okay? I train because I love other people that I want to protect, okay? So, how much should I train? How much is too much? I don't think there can be enough, right? If I go down, I go down, okay? I've buried a lot of guys, this is what happens. It's the way it is. But what if I didn't do my job? What about those women, those children, those other people that are depending upon me to be there in the moment? And situations like this are our moment to be there for other people, okay? And I'm not saying not to do your protocols, not to be smart. You have a social responsibility. At the same time, you need to be able to perceive the amount of disinformation, fear-mongering, people looking for gain in these things, because that is the ugly reality of the world, right? People are going to take advantage of this. Even people that you think are supposed to be on your side. Never let a crisis go to waste. So that means that if I find you in really difficult circumstances and I can take advantage of you, I should be able to do that. That's okay. Not in my morality. Not in the noble warrior's morality to do that. We would be on the contrary. Hey, let's put all this shit aside. Let me help you. We'll worry about the rest of that stuff after we're done with this. When you see that that's not the case, you immediately know there's a whole lot more going on with all of these things. And every crisis reveals a lot. It reveals a lot about, your enemy. It reveals a lot about your friends. It reveals a lot about the people who you think are your friends or have responsibilities. It reveals agendas. Reveals lots of things. So this is a very valuable opportunity to really practice your strategy and figure out what's really going on here, okay? And all of the other things, who's taking advantage of it, how are they doing it, what might we change in the future, And you have to think also, what am I willing to give up to be quote unquote safe, whatever that means to people, okay? We were not founded, especially Americans, we were not founded, by people being safe, right? People took risks. Check out the founding fathers who signed the Declaration. I think there was 56 of them, if my mind, if my memory serves me correctly. And look what happened to them by signing that document, what they gave up for the future. So life is risk. You want to be smart about it, no doubt about it. You have responsibility to other people. However, fear of all base passion is most accursed. And when we let the fear do the talking, and we don't mistake how many ways fear does talking. Your likes and dislikes, your political ideologies, your religious ideology, all kinds of things. Fear comes in so many ways, and all the synonyms, anxiety, stress, those are fear-based. Anger and aggression, those are fear-based. Okay, emotionalism, that's fear-based. Okay? So this is a great opportunity both to train by training ourselves, perceiving, learning, wait a minute, how come I reacted that way so strongly one way or another? Whether I liked it or disliked it, I need to take a look at that. That's a bias coming out. Okay, I need to know that. I need to know who I am. Know yourself and know your enemy, Sun Tzu, right? And you'll be successful in 1,000 battles. Okay, we really need to know ourselves. If I have a response this way, something happens politically, oh, I like that. Oh, wait a minute, how come I like that? Where's my bias? I don't like that. Who are these people? That's disgusting. Okay, that might be another bias. It might actually be disgusting. The other one might actually be good, but I have to challenge and investigate my response. Okay, you need to know yourself if we're going to solve this. And we need to come together. This is a time we should be coming together. Who is separating us, how and why? And not just because you think or I think that I like this person or dislike that one. Really check out who's bringing us together, what's bringing us together, and what's tearing us apart. And what are we going to give up? And how much of this is fear, and how much in the final analysis will there actually be, what we're afraid of, how much of that is actually true? It'll be a very interesting journey here.